Okay, we are going to discuss about the salivary glands in today's lecture. Hello everyone, it's me Prasanth Devani, a first year MBBS student in Marsden Medical Campus, and I am going to tell you about the salivary glands. So there are three pairs of salivary glands. There are three pairs. There are three pairs of salivary glands. One is the parotid gland. This is the parotid gland, which is located at the base of the ear, and one is the submandibular. This is submandibular gland, and there is a sublingual gland. The sublingual gland, the sublingual gland. Okay, so there are three pairs of the salivary glands that are located at different places. Parotid gland, which is the largest salivary gland, located at the base of the ear. Submandibular gland, which is located at the junction of the upper and lower jaw, or at the base of the mandible, and the sublingual gland is located just beneath the tongue. So we are going to discuss about the respective glands. Okay, so the location at the base of the ear, right? It is the base of ear. It is located at the base of ear. Submandible is located at the junction between upper and lower jaw, upper and lower jaw, and sublingual is located beneath the tongue, beneath the tongue, beneath the tongue. Okay, and the size, the parotid gland is the largest salivary gland, and the sublingual gland is the smallest salivary gland. So it is the submandibular gland is of intermediate size, is intermediate between these two. And the duct of parotid is known as Stenson's duct. The duct of parotid is known as Stenson's duct. Duct of submandibular is known as Wharton's duct. Duct of sublingual is known as the duct of Revinus. And opening, it is open into the vestibule in upper jaw, near the second molar. It opens at the behind the lower incisors. It opens at the floor of the tongue. Floor of the tongue. And the saliva, the maximum saliva is secreted from the submandibular gland, which is about 70%. Submandibular gland is secreting maximum saliva, and the parotid gland is secreting about 25% of saliva, and the remaining 5% is secreted by the sublingual gland. And the nerve supply is the, okay, this glossopharyngeal nerve. This is glossopharyngeal nerve. Okay, this is glossopharyngeal nerve, ninth cranial nerve. This is ninth cranial nerve, and there's the facial nerve, which is seventh cranial nerve. This is facial nerve. So glossopharyngeal nerve supplies the parotid gland, while the facial nerve supplies both submandibular and the sublingual gland. Sublingual and submandibular gland are supplied by the facial nerve, which is the seventh cranial nerve, and the higher glossopharyngeal nerve, which is the ninth cranial nerve, Right? So this is a composition of saliva. So daily secretion is about 1500 ml, or 1.5 liters, whatever you want. You will like to answer 1.5 liters or 1500 ml. And the pH of saliva is slightly acidic, which is about 6.8. The percentage of water in saliva is highly. It is mainly made of water. It is 99.5% is made of water. So the special enzyme present in the saliva is known as salivary amylase, or is known as salivary amylase or tyrine. So contribution to the physiology of digestion. So this amylase, so it helps with the breakdown of the carbohydrate. Right? So it helps in the breakdown of carbohydrates. So this carbohydrates breakdown, it starts from mouth. It starts from mouth. Okay. So the salivary amylase or tyrine helps in the digestion of carbohydrates, and there are certain antibacterial defenses like the lysozymes. There are lysozymes, which are antibacterial defenses. There are lysozymes and lactoferrins. These are antibacterial defenses. And there are certain ions like the sodium, like the magnesium, like the chlorine, like the bicarbonate, and the which acts as a buffer. Bicarbonate acts as a buffer, and there are certain antibodies. So saliva is a secretion. So secretion has antibody A, IgA. So IgA is present in the body secretion. It is present in the body secretions like the milk, colostrum. So colostrum or milk, it has the IgA antibodies. An additional substance like it contains mucin. So and another substances like urea and uric acid. Uric acid is nitrogenous waste. Urea and uric acid is nitrogenous waste. Okay. And at last, I will also add that that's one terminology that is known as mumps. So mumps is the viral infection. The viral infection of parotid gland, which makes parotid gland inflamed. Okay, viral infection of parotid gland, which makes parotid gland inflamed and swollen. It makes parotid gland inflamed and swollen. So it is inflamed and swollen parotid gland, which is due to the viral infection, and that is known as mumps. So there is one terminology, mumps. You have to remember mumps. Okay.